One of the significant water safety issues is knowing what to do if you find yourself unexpectedly in the water. And the message here is key: float to live. Sudden unexpected cold water immersion leads to a host of physiological responses, including the cold shock response, which can be deadly. So I went down to Portsmouth to see my mate and the world's leading authority on cold water immersion, Professor Mike Tipton, to find out more on this issue. Mike and his team have developed a laboratory test to examine the physiological response to sudden cold water immersion, replicating the cold shock response, which is responsible for a large number of drownings.
So we're going to move you over the water now for 1 minute just to check we're getting everything we need, and then I give you a countdown at the end of that minute. When I get to 0, if you take a slightly larger than normal breath in, hold it as long as you can, and then just let happen what happens naturally.
Mike, I just want Greg to take a big deep breath in for me, please. You just need to check up. And relax. Thank you.
Whose idea was this?
In 5, 4, 3, breath in, 1, go. That's good, hold it. Looking good. We'll take the mouthpiece out in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, just take that out. Okay.
Bloody hell! 12 degrees!
12 degrees, yeah. You can take your nose clip off.
I'm not kidding, that feels like ice cold. Oh. I'd say holding your breath. Forget it.
Ready?
Oh.
You managed about, I think, 10 or 15 seconds.
The drive to breathe. I mean, I was really trying not to breathe.
Some people notice their diaphragm flapping, trying to make the breathing, trying to suppress it.
And your abs, like really fighting it.
Yeah.
And I tell you what I noticed is hip flexors tighten up almost instantly.
Yeah, you get an isometric, whole body isometric contraction.
Everything's sort of contracting.
But you're now coming out for 2 minutes and you're pretty much back under control, yeah? You can breath hold now, easily.
Yeah.
It's just that first minute and a half.
Literally, as soon as that goes in,
Yeah.
it's like somebody punching you.
Yeah. We'll get you out now, that's 2 minutes. Good.
Well, Mike, I'd like to say that was fun, but I'd be lying.
But well done, congratulations, you've experienced cold shock.
Definitely.
And there it is. So just before you went in, low heart rate, breathing slow and under control. Then you go in the water, maximum breath hold time about 12 seconds. This is a guy who can do it for 2 minutes in air.
Yeah.
And then following that break of breath hold, uncontrollable breathing. And this is the dangerous period, this period here. This is what the bit you have to survive in order to be not one of the 60% who die in the first seconds of immersion. The chances of taking that one breath of water into the lung that can drown you, very, very high in that time.
Yeah. And it really was uncontrollable, completely out of control.
Yeah. After about a minute, you regain that control,
Yeah.
and now you're through the most dangerous period of immersion. But you've got to do the right things in the first minute.
Yeah. So what do we do, Mike, during that really dangerous period then?
Number one, fight the instinct to thrash about. This is a natural response to try and get out of the situation, but actually it makes things worse. So fight your instincts, stay still and float until you regain control of your breathing. This is, as I said, the neurophysiological equivalent of it's okay once you're in, and you've got to get beyond that uncontrollable period.
And of course that underpins your Float to Live campaign.
Yeah, the cold shock response was the driver to get people to float, fight their instincts until they get their breathing back under control.
That is fascinating, Mike. Thanks very much, we really appreciate it.
It was a very great pleasure.